Demi Lovato's new album is called It's Not That Deep, and she's right, it's not. Nor did it really need to be. Demi Lovato's return with this new album over here definitely took me by surprise, not because of their release patterns or anything like that, but because of the direction that they chose to take this project in. Recently, Demi has been on quite the rock music kick with the release of the rock album Holy Fuck in 2022 and the revamped project in 2023 that basically saw Demi re-recording a bunch of their biggest hits, but with rock instrumentals instead of pop instrumentals. At the time, they even held a funeral for their pop sound, indicating that the rock style was pretty much going to be the way to go for the future. But not so fast. This new album over here is a full return to pop, specifically taking on more of a dance pop sound. Now, I was surprised to hear that Demi was returning to pop, because the funeral, combined with one or two comments that I received at the time of my review of Holy Fuck, seemed to indicate that we really weren't going to hear pop Demi ever again. But alas, here we are with a dance pop record from Demi Lovato, and honestly, I'm really digging it. For some reason, during the rollout for this album, I was getting the impression that Demi was just gonna drop what amounted to another version of Charli XCX's Brat, but no. Even with its more electronic danceable feel, this record feels more like a throwback to some of the pop sounds of the early to mid 2010s. And Zone's production work throughout the album really helps sell that and makes the album very fun. It's like this album occupies this really nice space between Brat and future nostalgia, and I love it for that. Demi does show the tiniest bit of restraint on the vocal side throughout the album, so don't go into these tracks expecting a bunch of soaring vocal performances and powerful runs. But Demi fits like a glove over these kind of beats, and there are still several moments where they get to show off their typical vocal prowess, specifically on the fantastic closer, Ghost. And even with the slight restraint, Demi still knows how to craft a really catchy hook, which is important on an album loaded with dance floor hopefuls. It may not be the most standout pop album of the year, but there's something to be said for a record that aims to be nothing more than just fun, and ultimately succeeds at it. Music can obviously be emotional, meaningful, and tell great stories, but sometimes you turn on a song because you just want to dance. Demi has had the chance to be introspective in the past and deserves to have a moment to just turn up a little bit. And this record proves to be a very good chance to do that with some very fun bops worth throwing into your playlist. On my rating scale, Demi Lovato's It's Not That Deep is going to get a great rating from me. I had a fun time with the album, I nodded my head to it, and at the end of the day with an album like this, I feel like that's all that really matters. Give this one a look.